Welcome to Homemade Italian Cooking. I'm Cara. Today I wanted to make a really quick, fast pasta for dinner. And so we had some frozen shrimp in the freezer that's quick to thaw, and so we're going to make a pasta with shrimp. So we're going to use what I had in the refrigerator, which is some Roma tomatoes. These are good ripe. They're in season. We've got sweet onion, got it chopped up. Zested 1 lemon with the juice, garlic of course. Got some frozen peas, going to throw that in. Some red onion that I had. And these are the chopped Roma tomatoes. You don't need to seed or really skin the Roma tomatoes. Roma tomatoes are good for sauces because they're dense and they don't have as much water in them. So that's why I like using Roma tomatoes. And then I have for the shrimp, this is 2 pounds of 21, 25 count shrimp. I've taken the tails off, they're deveined, they're clean, they're thawed out, they're raw, and they're ready to go. So this is going to be a fast 1 pot kind of meal, actually 2 pots because I had to boil the pasta in a second pot. But we'll show you, we're just going to cook it all together. I'm going to throw a little wine in there to deglaze the pan and throw it all together and serve. So I hope you like my shrimp with pasta. So we're going to put a couple tablespoons of olive oil in a hot pan. Next thing we're going to add in are our onions and get those cooking. That's the red onion and the white onion, and that's sweet onions. And I've got this up high. We're going to let that cook for about probably 5 minutes. So we've got all right, we've got our onions going pretty good here. The next thing I'm going to throw in is a nice pinch of red pepper flakes, and I think this is 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And we've got also some black pepper. I'm not going to add any salt because the shrimp does have salt. And as you can see, this is getting a really nice golden color. The onions have sweated. As soon as you get that first whiff of garlic, which I'm starting to smell now, then you know it's ready for the shrimp. So what I'm going to do is put the shrimp in. And the shrimp we're only going to cook for a few minutes. And then we're going to take it out and we're going to deglaze the pan with wine. And we'll put the shrimp back in at the end. You can see the shrimp is starting to turn pink as it hits the hot pan, which is what you want. Okay, the shrimp is just cooked, and I'm going to remove them now because I don't want them to be overcooked or rubbery. So I'm going to take them out right at this point. And I know they might be slightly undercooked, but we are going to throw them back in with the cream and continue cooking with the hot pasta at the end. And they will continue cooking when they're sitting here in the bowl. It's a lot of shrimp. And in the meantime, the onions and olive oil and garlic are starting to reduce, which is good. All right, that's the last one. Now the next step, I'm going to deglaze the pan with some little bit of wine. Just going to throw in a touch of, I had red open from last night, so that's what we're going to use. White wine you could use with fish if you're going to open one just for this dish. And I'm going to let this reduce. And the next thing is I'm going to throw in the lemon juice and the lemon zest. And I wish you could smell how good this smells right now. All right. Now we're throwing in our 5 diced Roma tomatoes. And they don't really need to cook too much. This is a very quick sauce. Get this nice and mixed in. All right, and now we're going to let this cook for a few minutes. All right, you can see this is looking lovely. So now I'm throwing in it's a cup of frozen green peas. I like the fresh color with it. And we'll let that cook a touch. And now I'm going to throw the shrimp back in. Okay, and we're going to let this cook through. And the last thing I'm going to add is some cream. And this is just going to give it a smoothness. And I'm going to let all of this heat through. Now, the peas, they cook very fast. The shrimp, you don't want to overcook, but we're going to let them continue cooking in this wonderful sauce. Wish you could smell it. It does look perfect. All right, so while we let that just cook for another few minutes, I'm going to get some flat leaf parsley minced and ready to throw in there. And we've got our pasta here ready to put in. This is 1 pound of bucatini. It's a thicker spaghetti, just what I had in the cupboard. Spaghetti would be great with this as well. And it's cooked al dente. You don't want to overcook it, and we'll put this in the sauce and let it finish cooking the rest of the way. And now I'm going to add in our pasta and let this cook together. This is a 2-tong dish. Okay. It's pretty full in the pot. And we're going to let all of this coat and cook. The garnish that we'll use for this is going to be a little bit of fresh flat leaf parsley. And you can see it's got the beautiful pink color from the shrimp and the tomatoes and cream. And I can't wait to try this. Okay. All right, we're going to let that just cook a few minutes, and I am going to get the warm pasta bowl out of the oven, and we'll plate this up. We've got it done. I've got my pasta bowl that I left in a warm oven just so that we didn't have the creamy sauce have to hit a cold plate. And I'm telling you, this looks phenomenal. I'm going to pick it up this way and pour it in, and I hope you can see all of the shrimp and goodness that's coming out here. Okay, so I'm just going to try a little piece of shrimp and pasta here. Perfect. Very tasty. It's just got that fresh flavor, very creamy. The pasta's cooked al dente. It's very hot right now. But it's so good. Well, I hope you see how fast and easy it is to make a quick pasta. Figure out what you have in your refrigerator. You know, get some tomatoes, get some cream, some butter, some spices, throw it together and make a quick pasta for dinner. See you next time.